Hey, Jeannie.
What's up, Jeannie? Jeff and Jordan here to lift your spirits.
You're such a nerd. We're giving you a pep talk.
Yeah, we're giving you a little pep talk. Sorry, that was cheesy.
This is from your husband, Steven. And he said that you're about to get a knee replacement and you're nervous about surgery. Don't be nervous.
They do amazing things now.
They do.
Like crazy. People, new hips, new knees. People are bionic now.
It's, I love being put to sleep, to be honest. I think it's like the best sleep ever, and I get away from my kids. Yeah, I get away from my kids. I had surgery done on the side of my knee 2 years ago because I had a bone growing on a bone, and like my tendons were wrapped, my nerves were wrapped around like the tendon, and like my leg was always hurting all the time. But the orthopedic surgeon I went to, he was the best, and I was a little sore, but it was a piece of cake. It was awesome.
It was awesome?
It was. I remember Jeff had to drop me off, and well, it was awesome because I wasn't in pain anymore. And then what else was I going to say? When I went to surgery, normally somebody's with you, and Jeff had to go to work. We don't have family here, so he just basically dropped me off, and then I went into surgery, and he's like, normally there's someone here. And I was like, oh, it's fine. You have to do what you have to do. But I was like, I'm not nervous at all. And because,
And I came back to pick you up.
And he came back to pick me up.
And they were mad. Jordan was mad because they tried to wake her up and she wanted to keep sleeping.
Yes. And so you're going to do great. My grandpa's sister had a knee replacement done.
My aunt had both of her knees redone.
And she did fine. And she recovered well. Doctors nowadays, I mean, geez.
I think it's normal to be nervous a little bit, right? Like, because they're going in there, they're opening you. Thank God for doctors. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I don't understand. Our friend here just had surgery, and she was nervous about going on.
She was so nervous, and I kept telling her the same thing. She's got two little kids, and I was like, listen, you're going to go to sleep, and you're going to feel so good. And she had surgery on her back, and I watched her kids for her. So, I mean, you're going to do great. Yes.
So what we like to do on here, as long as we're giving little pep talks, we like to give little behind-the-scenes things of Big Brother, in case you're a big fan, which obviously you are. Steven, thank you so much for thinking about us to do this pep talk, because we were on that show 13 years ago. So
long
if you can't tell by the gray hair.
And then our stories might get your mind off of getting your knee done.
Yes. So what should we tell? Like, what's a good pep talk story?
Trying to think of something like relevant with surgery.
That applies to Big Brother?
I could tell about my boobs.
Oh, actually, that's hilarious.
I don't know if you want to hear this.
Yeah, tell that.
Okay, hang on. Okay,
a good old boob story to lift your spirits.
Listen, because I want to try to correlate it all. Anyways, so I got scouted for Big Brother, and I didn't try out. They scouted me, and that's kind of how it all started. Anyways, I was working 3 jobs at the time to help my mom out, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself, and I wanted to have a boob job. So I was working extra hard because I saved up all my money so I could pay to have my boobs done. They called me, and I didn't, when you don't care about something, you get it, and that's how I was with Big Brother. I didn't care. And they called me and were like, hey, you made it to the next round with the auditions. We want to fly you out. And they're always very vague about what's going on.
Yeah.
You never know exactly what really is going on. So I'm pretty sure it was Sean, who is the senior executive producer that I was speaking with. But at the time, I didn't know. And she's like, we want to fly you out. And I go, well, I booked my boob appointment. And she goes, Jordan, we need a commitment from you. We need to know if you're serious or not. And I was like, well, let me see if I can call my doctor's office to see if I can move this appointment around. So my doctor's office moved my surgery date so I could go on, with Big Brother. But then I was like, still, I'm not going to get this. I'm still getting my boobs done. So I never told my grandparents because they're against the surgery and stuff. And then they saw me on air.
They saw you.
And my grandpa's like, either Jordan put on a lot of weight or she got a boob job. So then when I got out of the house...
did you get a letter from Papa?
No, my grandpa's like, why did you get them so big? And he didn't like them at all. Which I want them out now that I'm older. Now I'm like, I want them out. But when I go in the house, they're fresh, they're new. Doctor told me not to do anything strenuous. I lied and told them that I got a clearance from my doctor, which was a lie. My doctor was like, don't do anything physical, don't do anything like that. And so the first competition, if you remember on season 11, we had a hang where we were getting wedgies, I think. Wasn't it the wedgies?
Did we have to hang from a toilet seat or something? Or did we get wedgies?
I thought it was like the wedgie and it was up. Well, I still had stitches in. I
forgot.
So on that competition, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm hanging and my stitches are gonna rip open and my implants are just gonna fly out. And my muscle, because it was still sore, because I had just had my boobs done like 2 weeks.
And the whole season you kept rubbing.
Because that's what my doctor told me to do so they didn't get sterile. So people ask me that, like, why were you always rubbing your boobs? And I was like, because I was trying to like get them loose, because that's what my doctor told me to do. And when we were hanging, it hurt so bad, and I was like, I cannot be the first one to drop, and because like I said, the stitches were still in, and I remember just being like, I can't hang on anymore. Like I mean, I was terrible at competitions anyway, but I was like, I gotta let go because my boobs hurt. And when I fell, I was like, just make sure you don't fall on your boobs.
Who knew we were going to correlate a surgery story with Big Brother? Leave it to Jordan.
And then listen to this. Then when after you get your implants, you get a boob card, and Jeff. It's funny, my boobs, I got them done. We didn't know each other, and when I got them done, it's on your birthday.
On June 5th?
So it's like an anniversary. So I have my card, and it says when I got my implants done, and it was on your birthday.
Wow.
And who knew?
And fate took over.
Exactly.
Well, that was a good story. I can't back that up. I was going to tell a story, but
You can tell something small.
I got nothing. That surgery, it was just like, you can't recreate the creation.
That's just like the most random thing.
You know what else is random? We'll tell one more Big Brother story. Speaking of random, we'll make this quick. When David Hasselhoff was on season 13.
Oh, God.
Speaking of random, I don't know if you guys remember that. I forgot what it was. Veto competition. No, it was a luxury competition. And we had a guess, in case you guys didn't watch, guess who the celebrity was based on the things that they showed us. So all they showed us was a bar of soap and opera glasses. So obviously soap, opera. I don't even know if we had the opera glasses at that point.
I think we did, didn't we?
Yeah, maybe. But Jordan goes, oh, soap. Instead of soap opera, she goes Bay soap, meaning Baywatch. I don't know how she got down
Jeff,
this avenue.
Soap opera. I go, David Hasselhoff is a soap opera person. And then I was like, it's David Hasselhoff. And Jeff goes, that will be funny. Just go in there and say that. And I didn't know. Yeah,
so nobody had a clue, and you get 3 guesses. And when you play the second time, I got to be honest with you, it's nothing like the first time. The first time was magic. She won. We met. It was like, you can't recreate that. Kind of like Jordan's story she just told. But you can't recreate like kind of that magic, right? That happened. So on 13, you're kind of almost producing it in a way, right? So in your mind. So
I just did it because Jeff wanted me to go back on, and I was annoying. I cried all the time, and my heart wasn't in it. And I don't mean it to sound ungrateful.
Right.
I was very grateful. It's just different, and you can tell when people go back a second time on Big Brother, it's not how you remember. Normally when you go back on a second time, people don't like you the second time, like the audience, the viewers. They don't like you the second time because you're different, you know? Hello?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Someone just texted me. It was our neighbor. I thought maybe one of the kids ran over there. But yeah, it's not the same. And so, like I said, you're kind of producing in your mind. So I'm like, oh, go say David Hasselhoff. That'll be funny for the audience. You know what I mean? So it's like the first time you play, you're just doing things because you're having fun or you're goofing around or whatever. And the second time, I was trying too hard. I really wanted to win, and I fell short. But if I went on it 20 times, I'd never win that show. So I'm still mad about it.
But anyways, Jeannie, you're going to do great on your surgery. Good luck with all of it. I don't know why
do we look like
going in and out. And Stephen, hi, and thank you again for thinking of us. And
hi.
Like saying hi to
We've been talking to him for 9 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying hi. Thank you for booking us and thinking of us. And yeah,
Stephen,
and don't forget,
Merry Christmas.
When they put you
from both of us,
when they put you to sleep, you're gonna have the best sleep ever. Just remember, you're going off to La La Land.
Just think of Jordan playing Big Brother, just floating around the house and winning it.
All right, have a great week. Bye.